Hi again guys, I'm back for another video. We're going to be doing a series with a Thaloren Necromancer character. I've been wanting to do Necromancer for a while. I'm having some bad starts with this that I'm not going to upload, but I think we can get this going and get a really good character out of it. I'm going to be doing a full caster Necromancer, which means no minions. I find the minion management is just too much of a pain in the butt for me and it's not very fun, but I am very interested to try out Lich form and see exactly how much damage we can lay out. I've heard that they're even better than a Northil when you get the full caster abilities going. Some close calls right off the bat there, but thankfully with blurred mortality we have a pretty decent buffer. An extra 100 HP, so we've actually got more health than a bulwark would at this level. That'll even out a bit. We gain much fewer HP per level than a melee character does. Like Necromancers get a minus 3 HP penalty every level. And an Alchemist Escort on the second map. That's really going to be useful to us. We'll have plenty of category points to spend since we're planning to go Lich form right off the bat. We don't have to worry about taking a bunch of category points for infusions and runes. Take Stone Alchemy. And we'll probably spend our first category point buying that tree. If we don't find a Northil Escort first anyway. We gained a level, we can put an extra point into Invoke Darkness, turn that into a beam, and that'll help us get through this early stuff a lot easier. God, where are all these things coming from? A lot of enemies in a very small area. Not really finding anything phenomenal here. Ooh. Take Charm Mastery here because we'll probably be using a fair bit of wands and things like that. And there's Norgos. He seems fairly easy to kite. We just need to step back until the darkness beam pops up and then cast it repeatedly until he dies. Seems to be the proc strategy as well for caster characters. And we got the Kor'Pul staff from him. And I will just have to wait on that for a little bit, I guess, since we can't equip it quite yet. We'll just take some prereqs now that we've unlocked the next tier of talents. I'll put a point into each of the prerequisite abilities and get our phase door up high enough so we can select where we warp to. Alright. Our first dungeon wasn't too hard. We're going to move on to the Heart of the Gloom next. So I've been having a little bit of trouble with this place. Between the white wolves that are immune to cold damage and the boss here, who is a rough customer. If you'll excuse the dog pun, completely unintentional. I haven't had the best of luck, but I think I should be able to handle it this time around. Ugh. Really not liking those white wolves. Nothing really incredible in terms of drops on the first floor. And an unfortunately very crappy escort on the second. Oh. Oh God. We were at negative health for way longer than I would have liked to have been there. Wow, that was close. I don't know what that rare fox was, but he was not an easy enemy to deal with at all. Not at all, not even a little bit. What is this that's a decrepitude disease? Where did that come from? Was it that? Is that like one of those blight? Yeah. See, I need to learn how to avoid this blighted soil because I never notice it until I'm standing in it, and then it ends up killing me. And then I get a comment from Getter in my YouTube comments, "You stepped in blighted soil again, dude." And I feel like an idiot every time I do it, and it's like, it's caused me so many lives now in my last few characters. I don't know if like darkgod buffed the effect and I just never noticed it before because it wasn't as strong, or if I just never had any trouble with it before out of luck, or what, but oh god, I gotta get off that floor. Oh my god. Was I standing in it again? I'm not standing in it. Where did this come from? Like, where did I get these two diseases? And again, I'm like way into the deep negatives. I'm not in blighted soil now, am I? No, I've got to be, because I don't think any of these apply it, do they? I hate to stare dance because it's kind of cheesy, but I don't really have a lot of alternatives. I think the dogs were applying that disease effect. There we go. Wasn't so bad once I got rid of all the additional nasty enemies there. Randart Mindstar, that's confusing. I don't know if I've mentioned lately, but I've always hated Heart of the Gloom. It really is not a fun dungeon at all. Between the constant pinning, the confusing status effects, and the layout that lends itself to putting you in the middle of a room that is full of enemies that can all kill you with ranged attacks, it's never been my favorite dungeon. It's like a necessary, awful part of starting a new character. And unfortunately, it's a little bit mandatory for Thalor characters. What the? Did I use my Rod of Recall and not realize it? I guess I must have. There wasn't anything left in that dungeon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll do Troll Mire next. That should be a nice, easy cakewalk compared to what we were just doing. Wow. Nice. 40% lightning resistance from just 2 rings. That'll be in handy when we go kill Urkus. All the low-level zones are pretty easy on this character, except for the first. Heart of the Gloom. No, I take that back. Heart of the Gloom was just nasty and awful. I really hate that dungeon. There's just nothing pleasant about that. All this lightning resistance should make Thaloren camp a lot easier. Wow, that's a lot of See Invisible on that belt. The plus magic, though, is going to be really nice, so that's a nice thing to find this early. Rares have really gotten better. I appreciate that darkgod improved them, because they were honestly pretty bad for a while there. Oh. Oh God. Somehow Prox got woken up. I have no idea how that happened. Bet that rare troll back there is responsible, though. Oh, I teleported into a little island in the forest. That was actually pretty handy. Gave me time to heal up and... Oh, did he heal? This irritating fucker. Don't you fucking run away from me, you piece of shit. God, I hate archers. Okay. Take that Wintertide file. I never end up using it. I don't know why I still pick it up, but everybody tells me it's really good. I've just never been able to find a use for it. I really hate anything that reduces my light radius. I guess that's a little juvenile, but I hate running around in the dark and not seeing items until I've walked right on top of them. Or spending twice as long to... Oh, gosh, I'm tired. Twice as long to auto-explore a floor because I can't see anything. Shame about that arcane disrupting, or I could actually be at 70 lightning resistance already. That'd be funny to do Urkus level 14. Where is Bill? I know he's coming. There he is. Did he get stuck on the scenery? Is that what happened here? It would appear that way. Oh, there he is. Just doom you, and that wasn't too bad. Didn't have to do anything screwy at all. Just had to teleport him away from me, and we took him down. And he dropped a digger for us that isn't really useful, but it's better than nothing. Now let's burn through the remaining newbie dungeons as quickly as possible. I'm a little low on patience for them now because I've actually done them like 6 times in a row here. I'm getting so tired of dying. So yeah, I have just as many false starts as you guys do, so don't think I'm pro at the game because I'm really not. I mean, as much time as I've sunk into the game, I'm still really quite terrible at it. But learning's part of the fun, really. If I didn't enjoy the experience, I wouldn't do it. To an extent, you kind of have to be a little bit of a masochist to really enjoy roguelikes in the first place. I used to get that question a lot from me, is what's the appeal? Why do you play these games? And the truth is, the challenge is really secondary. It's kind of a rush, you know? You get a real feeling of accomplishment when you succeed, and sure, you can really feel down in the dumps when you don't, but God, she was stubborn about dying. More mind stars I can't use. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Nice replacement regeneration rune there. Alright, now we're going to take care of the Scintillating Caves, and after that we'll do Course Fall and the arena and everything else. Ugh. Of course he moves out of the way. That fucker. Hooray, we're level 10. Dropped a crappy amulet. Well, I mean crappy for us. I'd be thrilled to get it on a melee character, but I almost never do. Oh. Oh god. What the hell did all that damage to me that quick? Oh, I didn't think that one through. Not sure why he didn't take any damage from that doomed curse, but that was a very, very close occasion there. I think rare enemies might have gotten buffed in this patch, because I've been finding ones that are just obscenely lethal. Or it might just be because I'm not used to playing a squishy caster. Rings of the Mountain are nice things to find. Oh, wow. That'll be nice for getting on gear, I think, so I'll hold on to that too. Rings of the Mountain are nice because they give you physical resistance, which on a caster character you're not going to have a lot of that. Anything of the mountain, it'll tell you what percentage physical resistance you get out of it. 70 is the max and would honestly be pretty great. It would be like running around as a bulwark. I mean, I'm not going to stack it and eschew everything else, but if I can get it for free on an item, I'll take it. Like in the past, physical resistance was actually really hard to come by, but it seems to be getting a lot more common lately. Right, almost finished with Ruins of Kor'Pul as well. Put Impending Doom on him, and we'll just blink away and wait for him to come to us. That seems to be a very good boss strategy. Impending Doom, teleport away. Now we wait for our experience to spike. He is still alive. I can't believe it. With 100 hit points left. And we'll wear the Ring of Growth for the extra willpower and physical save. Alright. We're not doing too badly here at all. This is a very good start. Oh, and I haven't leveled up in 4 levels. That might have helped. Put some points into willpower, get our magic reserves up. And we can start leveling Displacement Shield. I can put points into the Thaloren second racial, which is Unshackled, which increases physical and mental save by 5 per point. It might be worth maxing. I like it, but some people don't like saves at all for some reason. But not before anything else, really, so I'm going to get Displacement Shield maxed out as soon as possible. We've also got the next tier of class abilities opened. And I'm going to put a couple more points into Blurred Mortality for that extra 100 health. So that now puts us at effectively nearly 500 health at level 11. And we're still having lots of close calls. Alright. We will just go do the arena, and we will do the Assassin Lord, and then we'll call it a video. So, let's see. All the newbie dungeons are done. We haven't found a whole lot of loot that's good for us, but we're not super gear dependent as a Necromancer, since our abilities do a lot of damage on their own, and we have lots of escapes. It's not super important that we be loaded down with artifacts like it would be if we were playing a melee character. Nearly got that nearly have that Displacement Shield maxed already. I really like Displacement Shield. I haven't really used it much on previous characters, but I've tried it on a couple of my failed starts for the Necromancer, and it seems to be really good for survival if I can actually remember to cast it or have the mana to cast it, and that's usually been my problem, is I haven't been planning ahead enough and been running out of mana because I blow it on some big cost item or a lot of AoE, and then I end up getting stuck without any escapes that I can cast because my mana is too low. I know that problem will even out as I get my willpower up some more, or at least I hope it will. I think there was just that one chest. And none here. Oh, lovely. Am I dead? What happened? No, I'm just very low on health. Damn it. Oh, wow, that was close. That was really close. I need to remember to use my runes. I had a much better regeneration infusion. That would have made that much smoother. Oh well. So, we're finished with the hidden tunnels. We've done the arena. We've done everything else. We are doing very well overall, and I think we should be fine in the Tier 2 dungeons. I'm actually going to start with the maze first instead of doing Old Forest, because I've had really bad luck with the Old Forest lately. So I'm going to save my video here, and or save my game here, and then when I pick up with the next Let's Play, I'll be in the dungeon already and won't have to worry about forgetting to do it. Thanks for watching, guys.